We've got some major rust to tackle on my 96 F250, so let's take care of that today. So I already got the front cab support all cut out and welded in with a new one, but now we have the outer floor pan patch panel. Now using the pre-existing body lines here, we can kind of line this thing up pretty close. And now that we have these creases lined up pretty well, we can go ahead and mark the original door seal so that we can line up the new one with the pillars. And now this is my first real attempt at doing bodywork. I've done some odds and ends on my F-150, so if I do something stupid, please forgive me and leave a comment correcting me. Now, this patch panel has this whole tapered section up here that I actually don't need to replace. All the major rust is down here on this section. Now, to remove large amounts of sheet metal very fast, I find the best thing to use is an air nibbler. This is just super fast, it's clean, and it doesn't spark. So all I'm going to be doing to cut this is following this body line. And now this is extra sheet metal that we can use for literally anything else. So like I said earlier, I have these two holes that I would like to preserve in the factory sheet metal as well as this crease. So what I'm going to do is measure from this lip to where this crease starts. I'll then subtract whatever overlap there is on this lip. I'll then simply cut the patch panel back while preserving the main door seal. And now that we have the corner all notched out for the groove, let's start cutting into this body. I butted the patch panel up against where it needs to be on the front edge, so the back edge is going to lay behind it. That's why I trimmed extra off of here. So let's just mark this whole plate out and then trim a little shy. I'm now at the point of realizing this is not made right at all. This lip is way too wide. So for me to get this thing to the right spot down here, it is way out of the way over here. Now, this doesn't really matter since the only critical part here is this weather sealing lip. However, it makes things a little bit more of a pain. But everything under here is going to get covered up with multiple layers of sound deadening, carpet, foam, whatever. So you're not going to see any of this anyway. So now the next goal for part 2 is just to make this thing fit and get it in here.